Hi, this is Susan Purcell, and this is my discussion on hydraulic fracturing, or better known as fracking. What is fracking, and why do people want to frack? Fracking is a process where sand, water, and a mix of hundreds of chemicals are pumped into the ground at very high pressures to fracture shale, which enables the natural gas to flow into a well. Natural gas is a commodity that oil and other finite resource-loving companies wish to sell as a solution to our energy crisis. The potential for profit and appeal to using energy from within our nation is often why people become advocates for fracking. However, this process causes severe consequences on our environment and the health of our people. Health hazards include tainted water sources. Often water sources are contaminated to the point that they are undrinkable. The image of a person on the bottom right lighting their water on fire from the faucet is because of the high levels of methane in the water. Methane is released through small cracks in the rock while fracking, and not only seeps into water sources, but causes fracking earthquakes, which is where you find the rough roads. The image of the caution sign shows the potential for safety risks from these dangerous fracking quakes. The image on the bottom left is the tainted water. Fracking also contributes to the water crisis, and it uses a large amount of water which could be used for crops or drinking. Once fracking water is used, it is contaminated to the point that it is almost impossible to salvage. This is something I will go over much later. Southern Methodist University found that earthquakes, like the one which occurred here, have been found to be linked to active injection sites. These quakes struck within 9 miles of active injections. Here is an image from Western Resources, which outlines how much water fracking uses, which can never be replaced. This poses a great issue because we are in a water crisis. Many states are running out of water because we use more groundwater than can be replenished. Beyond this, the water used in fracking can almost never be recycled because it is so tainted by chemicals and used in fracking. 100% of fracking water is fully consumed. This report is based on an analysis in Colorado by Western Resource. It shows that fracking in Colorado uses enough water to supply 166,000 to 296,000 people for a year for household use. That is an unbelievable amount of water to lose when we are in a crisis. The public health issue at hand is that fracking is tainting our water source, which can cause disease and illness. Fracking is using valuable water sources in a time where drought is an imminent threat to our nation and our globe. People are not the only ones who are at risk when water is in such a crisis. If we do not have enough water, or water is unable to replenish itself before we use it all, our plants, animals, bees, and every inhabitant on this earth would be devastated. The solutions proposed by oil companies are to pay scientists to chemically treat the water, but the health consequences of that treatment would need to be studied in order to assure safety. However, for the time being, that is a proposed solution to salvage water, provided it is not a permanent necessity to do so. Treating water with values of flocculant, coagulant, and oxidizing agents have shown to improve water quality that was tainted by fracking, but groundwater can't all be treated before it reaches our crops, plants, and animals. Other solutions proposed by oil companies are to warn citizens of the possible rough conditions. However, warning citizens of rough conditions doesn't take away the safety concern or the potential injury. So my proposal is not to frack. I have done work with foodandwaterwatch.org teaching people the consequences of fracking. It is easy to get involved just by simply calling, emailing, or mailing your local mayor and informing them that you are against fracking. Greenpeace is another organization who works actively against fracking. Hopefully, we can propose laws, if we get enough people to support them, that eliminate fracking as an option entirely. In conclusion, don't frack it up. Fracking is the source of various health concerns stemming from water pollution and use during a water crisis, as well as safety concerns from fracking earthquakes. In order to salvage water that has been tainted, chemical processes to treat water for safety may allow the water to be used after fracking. However, that should only be done to treat water that is already tainted. The best approach anyone can take is to work to ban fracking due to its potential hazards. Contacting local organizations or your local mayor is an option for getting involved. All it takes is an email saying you are against it.